I present the project idea of VTT, Syke and Luke. Its name is Toolbox for Agri-Food System Design. I am Rajalanto from VTT. I'm so sorry about being a no-show there in Korjaamo because I have flu symptoms and that is why I need to stay at home. A lot is visioned about circulating all materials, substances and wastes, making the Finnish food system wasteless, making Finland carbon neutral, reducing nutrient losses, and so on and so on. What to do to fulfill these visions? We offer to create a toolbox to design such agri-food systems in Finland and beyond that these visions will be redeemed and eventually cashed. In the present state, the agri-food system and circular bioeconomic requirements do not come across. They are more or less separate entities, limiting controlled material and waste management and value-adding use. Merging these entities, which is the target, requires holistic view and thorough planning. We have hundreds of so-called ecosystems in Finland. They can be divided to three categories: industrially operated ecosystems, regional ecosystems, and circular vision-driven ecosystems. They all have their peculiar features and challenges. My question is, how many of these operate as real ecosystems and how can we support them to become such? Sticking to existing operation models, processes and sub-optimization does not lead to climate-wise and profitable agri-food sector. Value creation from secondary material substances, so wastes and so, flows requires holistic approach, understanding human behavior and predicting the future. Governmental operators, regional development organizations, company clusters and engine companies, they all need solutions to increase either regional or business growth, competitiveness and vitality in the region, but also to reach sustainability goals that are real, genuine and long-lasting. A design toolbox would support stakeholders to create real agri-food business ecosystems. We all know that in global scale, primary production and renewal of natural resources deplete due to climate change consequences and other anthropogenic actions. We also know that waste in the different forms accumulate and emissions to air and runoffs to water systems increase. We see this development also in Finland. How can we convert this situation to value creation and business? By understanding the whole entire big picture, so what, when, where, why, and how waste is generated. We need to point out the gaps and leakage points. By directing material, waste and emission flows like this, for example, we can reach an agri-food system with minimized waste accumulation. To do this necessitates extensive data on materials and waste, how and by whom these wastes are managed. Today, where are the gaps and what the gaps are? To do this necessitates thorough planning and design and integrating stakeholders into the system. We create a toolbox to support stakeholders in transition from the existing agri-food chain to circular zero-waste agri-food ecosystem. We develop a design toolbox based on the data, modeling and simulation tools, knowledge and understanding obtained from regional cases, material and substance flows, including, of course, waste, various technologies and practices, behavior of individuals, knowledge about companies, municipal operators, and infrastructure. We also, in the second, productize the toolbox to no threshold service to facilitate and support all stakeholders that want to create a real agri-food system. We are system dynamic modelers, agri-food data managers, sustainability assessors, and future scenario experts. But we are also, of course, heavyweight technologists, field, material, biomass, waste, biodiversity, etc. experts. So we master existing but separate tools and expertises in modeling, material data, sustainability assessment, policy framework, foresight, and so on. So we are almost there, but we need to combine the tools and expertises into one flexible entity. We need to productize the toolbox for broad applicability and adaptability. And we need to add an expertise layer to understand human behavior and individuals as a stakeholder group. The toolbox offers a solution to design beforehand a system that genuinely integrates stakeholders to create value and business from runoffs, waste, emissions, etc., minimizing environmental effects but maximizing business and societal needs. The toolbox is adaptable to all ecosystem developments, not only agri-food, that have sustainable resource flow management and business as the core targets. The toolbox is one of the kind in the world. It is the first ever productized toolbox to design an integrated agri-food system or ecosystem as a whole. So what to do? Draw a holistic picture of a system you wish to create. Design it for a successful business, unharmed environment, and thriving society. And then start executing. We live in a world and in a country of heat loss, sludge, manure, food waste, bio-waste, emissions to air, leakages to waters, and so on, that pollute the air, make waters eutrophic, and litter our nature. By strong willpower and careful designing, we can convert these wastes to raw materials that eventually will feed us in the future. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Raija. Do we have Raija on the phone? She's there. Okay, then basically one of the questions that's come in, and I noticed, Raija, you'd already answered it, is that what is the estimated time scale we would have for circular agro-food in Finland? If maybe you could answer that with a few more words than you have written in the chat already, that would be great.
Raija, could you answer the question in audio that you already, I guess, answered in the chat? Could you do that, please?
Yes, I'm still hearing my my speech from there. I don't know why. But do you mean this Finnish agri-food system? What is the estimate time scale we would have a circular agri-food system in Finland?
Yes.
I already answered, and I think if we need to be carbon neutral by 35 and as a country, And also, we have a vision that the Finnish agrofood system would be sort of wasteless or nearly wasteless by 35. So I would say that before 2035.
Okay, thank you for answering the same question twice in two different media. Was there any other questions from within this room? Or anything else online?
Raija, can I ask if you had any concrete thoughts in terms of what kind of a application or what kind of a loop you would be looking at in the first place?
No, not exactly, because as I presented here, so we need to develop a toolbox so that we can design. We can design, for example, a regional agrofood system. It can be agrofood, but it can be something else too. So this is we are presenting a need of a toolbox that enables designing a working and a profitable agrofood ecosystem before it's actually established. And of course, if when we have sort of productized this toolbox as a service for every stakeholder that is needing a tool for designing, then we start sort of collecting stakeholders for a sort of real and genuine agrofood ecosystem.
Okay, great. Thanks, Raija.
Yes, and thank you, Raija, and from my side, hope you get well soon from these flu-like symptoms.